Did someone order Chinese?
So how's it going, guys? We're here back with the second episode of the LS podcast. This is of course the series in which it's kind of a roundtable thing in which we talk about GTA 5, random gaming news and just general tech info that we think would be relevant and that you guys may actually listen to for the best part of half an hour. I'm not actually alone today, as you probably heard. I'm actually joined by two other hosts, I guess. I was about
Both
to say
are
guests, which is
Asian,
about
by the
me.
way.
Okay, anyway, introduce yourselves, guys.
I'm Sam.
Cool. That's, cut me off. That's cool. I'm Nathan.
Sorry, man.
Okay,
So-
okay, we cool.
So, if you guys saw the episode last week that we actually released of the LS podcast, we were talking about just the Valentine's Day DLC. We talked a bit about Nilx mods, his apartment leaks, and a lot has changed since then. A lot has changed. Like Nil has just basically disappeared. The Valentine's Day thing never happened. The apartment creator was completely fake. So anyway, last week's episode was pretty much completely pointless. But this week's is going to be like the real episode one. This thing is going to be the
It wasn't
best
pointless.
show
It was
ever.
entertaining.
It was
But everything we talked about was wrong.
it's a discussion.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just
90% of content.
minor issue. But actually, in this episode, we're going to be talking about, of course, the heists, which Rockstar actually posted a load of info about the other day. They gave us the release date, which was, of course, March the 10th. We're going to talk a little bit about PC and just kind of the past history of GTA and kind of something to do with the fact that pretty much everything they've done has been delayed, and we're going to delve a bit more into that. So if you guys do end up enjoying the video, be sure to drop a like down below. And also, if you have any comments or any thoughts you'd like to leave, of course, be sure to go and drop those down below, as well as any topics that you'd maybe like to see to come in the next week's episode or anything like that. Just, of course, leave a comment down there. So we're actually going to kick off this episode with the Heists update, or the talk of the Heists update, which is coming in about a week and a half now, I guess, probably around that. It's coming on March the 10th, and so that was officially announced by Rockstar. They said that it was scheduled for March the 10th. There's no official 100% confirmed thing, because everything that they do is delayed, as we already know. So you guys both saw this post. What, are you excited for them anymore? It's been so long.
For the heists, I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of am because I getting really bored of the game. I want something new. It's annoying to play the game doing the same thing again and again. So yes,
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited, but I'm really annoyed that it took so long.
Yeah.
I feel like you go rescue Gustavo so many times before it gets quite boring.
Bloody Gustavo. Why is that mission even called? Bust Out or something, I think. Whatever.
Dumb. Love the fact that the puns, but beyond that, it is becoming rather stale. Like, if I didn't play with you guys, I feel like I wouldn't even bother with GTA. Very
No.
damn boring.
Yeah, I know that if I wasn't doing YouTube, I probably wouldn't be playing it half as much as I do now. And even now, I only really record it, especially on the one when I can actually get the sessions to work, because of course the servers don't work, and when you guys are on, I pretty much never play it on my own. So yeah.
And even when we'll try to play together, it's always, oh, you're gonna have to hard reset. Oh,
Yeah,
you're gonna have
hard
to
to reset here, hard to reset there. Just reboot your modem or whatever constantly. It's a bit ridiculous. It's unbelievable.
I never
They've just done
rebooted
nothing.
my modem.
Wait, what? You've never done that?
I mean, for what? I only did it for if it didn't work, but for my Xbox, that'd be a very silly thing to do.
Sam just refuses to do anything. You guys are very against
No,
resetting.
it's
Anyway, this is
fucking
just
crazy.
completely off topic. But so in all of these new screenshots we actually saw some new clothes. We got something that everybody was very excited about was the new gloves. Oh wow. We got the new vehicles like the Valkyrie, the Electro, the blacked out Velum from what we can see, the massive APC kind of tank thing, and of course we have the Hydra and the Hunter, or whatever they're going to end up being named. We've seen those in these screenshots or in the trailer before that we got. Was it early this year or into last year? Something like that.
I think something similar.
And,
I don't remember off the top of my head.
But yeah, everybody's been freaking out about the new gloves because it looks like we're going to be able to wear a whole slew of new things and new gloves without having to wear them with a special combat top. You can just wear them like that, which, I mean, that's really going to change the way that you play GTA, if I'm honest. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
Gloves are love.
They
Think
are.
about it.
They are
You have
basically.
first person now, so you can see the gloves even better
Oh,
when you
that's
drive and
true.
stuff.
Oh my god.
I better have fingerless gloves. Not lie.
I think
Need
yeah
them
they do.
fingerless
Yeah.
gloves. Better.
So
That's it.
Yeah,
I'm excited about the Valkyrie. Just
yeah,
CCR
that
and
thing
the
looks
Valkyrie.
sick.
Better have miniguns. It better have
Dude, that shovel looks so cool. I really
I
want
want
to play
like
with it.
I want a minigun with suppressors. Imagine how awesome that would look like.
Full stealth minigun. Like, get on that gameplay right now. Full stealth minigun.
But oh, actually, that's another thing with the suppressors. In one of the screenshots that I don't remember if we'd seen it in the original, like the official screenshots. We definitely saw it in the leaked screenshots by FunMW2, which of course I made videos on in the past few days and the past few weeks. There was actually a picture of a suppressed sawed-off shotgun, which seemed like the most pointless thing ever. But anyway, so we had a suppressed sawed-off
What's the
shotgun.
point of this?
Oh, because if you wanted a proper, because the whole point of that shotgun is to get increased damage at short range, and with a suppressor, well, it's going to make it quieter. The damage is going to be less, and it's going to have a less effective range, I
Buddy in
guess.
your channel timed out.
Okay, what the fuck happened?
Nathan just disconnected. Oh no! Nathan!
Anyways, I mean, if you shoot a person in the face, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he'll die, you know?
Probably, yeah. But we're gonna have to see where that goes. Another thing that I wanted to talk a little bit about was, of course, we know that the last gen servers and then like these new servers for the next gen were absolutely terrible on release, and honestly are still pretty much completely terrible now for us on the Xbox One. I think the PS4 manages it a bit better, but with us on
Buddy
the
entered
Xbox
your
One, it's
channel.
pretty much useless. Hello, Nathan. So I wanted to ask, what do you guys see Heist launching smoothly? I mean, they've been in development for at least like 2 years now.
Yeah, I think they didn't have much problems with DLCs ever.
But
like,
those are only like minor things.
This is
this
massive.
is huge. This is a massive update. It's an update that's taken like over 2 years to develop.
Something's gonna go wrong. I'm calling it right now. Something's gonna go wrong. It's either gonna be a massive exploit where people are gonna get loads of money again,
I guarantee that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
or people aren't gonna have enough money and people are gonna be pissed. Like, you're gonna make like $2 grand from a heist.
Well,
We saw in the trailer. We saw the people who got at least 100 grand.
yeah, and like the leader gets to split up the cuts for everybody, which I found a bit interesting actually, because that leaves it down to one person, which really to me reinforces the fact that when you're going to be playing a heist, you need to be playing with people that you know, your friends, because otherwise I see trying to play with random hosts, I am like, I can
No
just
faith.
guarantee they can give you like 5% like to everybody else, and they take like whatever else would be left. What?
I don't think that.
85%.
That'd be very fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be like a cap to how low down you can go, but playing with randoms is 100% gonna happen. I guarantee it. Like randoms, it's gonna happen with the same idiots that spin you out in their Zentornos and races.
From where do you know that? Where did they say that that's gonna be like that?
The host splits out.
Yeah.
We got a first clue of it in the trailer, and I'm pretty sure they talked about it when they released a few more details about the heist and stuff. Oh no, it wasn't just that. It was it the GTA 5 O'Clock guys? I can't remember. I think it was them, because they got to play 3 of the heists, and they were explaining kind of how it's set up, where the leader gets to split up the cuts. Because they've already played a few of it. I'm pretty sure it was those guys. I'm pretty sure it was. Don't like fully quote me on that. But yeah, so I do see like the servers having a few issues on when they come out. I don't know if it's going to be because of like a major influx. It won't be, of course, such an influx as it was on the original gen then this came out, and then on this latest gen on the PS4 and the Xbox One, because a lot of people like may see a new update's out, but unless you're like really dedicated to the game and you've been looking forward to it for a long time, Heist to most people will just be like, okay, well, I'll play it in a few days when I have some time. Whereas to us, it's going to be like, holy shit, let's get on it like straight away. Yeah. Except it won't be for me because I'll be at school.
Actually,
that's going to suck.
Any heist any update that comes out, I'm going to be excited for it.
Yeah, I'm always super pumped for the new stuff. And then Rockstar just consistently let us down with issues and whatever it may be.
So that said, with the cuts that the leader decides. Some people do deserve like a lesser cut. Like if they did like
Yeah.
fuck all, and like if they're AFK, why the hell am I giving them an equal share to someone who like killed like 30 guys, helped me get to the getaway car, did like a decent job? So
Yeah.
there is a case of you have to trust people to be sensible, but that's a very dangerous game.
Yeah, but the thing is, Rockstar give. I mean, in GTA, the hosts are like level 3, so I don't know if they'll even understand how that works.
Yeah, that's another weird thing. Why is it that all of the hosts in game are always like super low levels, and it's always the higher levels that end up joining them? It makes for
Doesn't
a
make
very
sense.
difficult
I think
game
maybe
to play.
because they're so naive that they actually try to host stuff, and
They
high
don't
levels
understand the
know-
settings. It's so cute.
Yeah, and
Like,
that hosts
catch
like
up.
the high levels know that no one will join, so they
Catch
don't
up?
even host stuff.
What's catch up? I'll
It
leave
sounds
on.
like
I don't know what
ketchup.
it is.
Let's play with it.
Catch up.
Yeah.
Ketchup.
Catsup. Yeah.
I think
But,
that's like Breezy's pet peeve, though, isn't it? It's ketchup. He
Oh, it
hates
drives
with a
us
passion.
mad. It's so annoying. 'Cause it makes like every race near on like not unplayable, which means that it's not exactly fair because it doesn't matter how well you do, you're gonna be slowed down to fit in with the others. But on the topic of the heists cut, I'm actually looking at the other freeze frame from the trailer now, and it's showing the roles of the 4 different people and their cut, and then like their status by the looks of things, and they all have ready checked. So on this massive whiteboard in the high-end apartment, you have the role, and it's GTA Dev 1, 5, 7, and 11. So one's a pilot, the next one's a gunner, one's a ground team, and then the next one's actually a ground team as well. So the pilot, who also has a crown icon, which makes me think that he's going to be the leader of the heist, he has 55%. It's taken 368 grand. Then the gunner has only 15%, which is already a massive jump down. 15% at 100 grand. And then both ground team guys only get another 15%, which means that the pilot is getting a pretty good cut of this. He's getting way more than the other guys.
Better be doing a lot for that cut.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe it's because you know how in Payday you need to like pay to start a mission. You need to pay for the contract or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the same in here, or because you paid more, you get more money. Maybe
That
it's
makes
more.
sense.
I don't know.
Could be. Yeah. It's really annoying. On the day that they come out, I'm going to be at school, which is just
Yeah, me too. Who cares?
awful. Yeah, but you're not like here to try to get mad YouTube dollars, Sam.
Mad dollar.
Oh, so that's
is
how you
not.
do YouTube for money?
No,
Oh,
not
you
so much for the
disgust
money,
me.
but mad views, yo. I've been waiting for this for like the last year and a half, and the day that it comes out, I'm at school. It was like the week after. No, it's like 2 days after I was on holiday. It's
You're gonna
like
have plenty
really.
of time to play it.
Didn't you say you'd be in Cambridge for that, though?
Not in Cambridge, but I was going to be in the UK. But no, it turns out that that's been pushed
Are
back
you
to
gonna
the
do a fan
week
meetup?
after. So, yes, let's do a fan meetup in Tring. All of those people who live in Tring who are very fun people.
We meet up in
haven't
Belgium.
just-
I think we should all meet up in Belgium.
Oh,
It's really
God,
cute.
no.
in Belgium. Let's all do Belgium meetup.
Why are we even talking about this? It's so weird.
Podcast, man. It's supposed to be like this.
The next topic that I wanted to touch on, we're kind of moving off of the heists and more so onto the PC that we got to talk about from Rockstar a few days ago. Actually, they've been pretty good on their updates. We've actually, as we recorded this a few minutes before, they've actually dropped a load of new PC 4K screenshots. So I'll probably have a video up on that tonight as I record this, and this podcast will probably go up tomorrow. So Rockstar have actually been really good on their updates recently in terms of the newswire. In terms of the actual game updates, they've done awfully. We've had pretty much nothing. But
What do
they
you
have
mean?
talked to us about
What do you mean we
like,
had nothing?
for the DLC.
We had
in the
plenty
last
of DLC.
No, I mean in the last few months.
Okay.
Well, the
Fair
last major thing, and we talked about this last week, the last major thing was the LTS update, which came out in October. Which is a pretty long jump now to what in
Yeah.
2 days
But
March.
people act like Rockstar have to give us they owe us updates,
Yeah.
which they don't.
They don't, but whatever. But I wanted to talk about the PC delay. Now, are either of you guys planning on picking this up on PC?
No.
Nope.
Neither of you. Okay.
I'm
I bought this game twice. I'm not gonna buy it. That's pretty,
Yeah,
pretty bad.
No third time bullshit, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, it was a push to make me buy it for next gen. I spent like, I think I was talking to you and Breezy about this. Like, it took you like 3 days to finally talk me down into, okay, maybe I'll consider buying this game. And then I just kind of gave into pressure, and I was just like, yeah.
But you're happy. You're happy you did, right?
That's been fun, but at the same time, I just wish it worked. Because half the time it doesn't, and it's just
Don't we
frustrating.
all?
Like, you pay full price for it,
So
wasn't even
do I.
like on sale. It was like I paid full retail for a game that I can't play. It's a bit of a kick in the teeth. And the same, which is why I'm concerned about PC, because if it's
Yeah.
this bad on console, what's it going to be like on PC?
Yeah, that was something that I wanted to touch on actually. So it's been delayed from, it was supposed to come out on November the 18th or November the 17th, whenever the Xbox One and the PS4 versions of GTA come out. So it was pushed back to January the 27th. Then it was pushed back to March the 24th. And we're still about a month away, and then they pushed it back like another 3 weeks, which is, I mean, this is pretty impressive at this point. It's been delayed 3 times.
It's not that bad.
No, but
I
it's
mean,
the fact that they've delayed it 3 times, and at this point,
Rockstar really can't win with that. I mean, if
no, they can't.
they delay it, it's like, oh, you keep delaying stuff, stop. And if they release it early and unpolished, people are gonna be, why did you release it unfinished?
Exactly, yeah. Either way, the PC Master Race guys are just gonna freak out about it.
I mean, do
And
you
then
remember how GTA 4 was on the PC? It was
That was
a
awful.
terrible port.
Yeah, but the thing is, that was a port, and the Rockstar said that they're not making this a port. This is a redesign of the game. Like, this is a fresh version. They don't want to make it a port, which is what I think is pretty interesting, and what makes me think that the work is going to be so much more. But that's a big deal, because it's going to be so much more polished in theory. But they've always been saying that, they've always said that in the times that they delay these things, it's to make it as good as possible and to iron out all the flaws to make it the best game that it can be on day one. But after 3 delays, I don't think they're just realizing, oh, actually, these textures look a little bit muddy. Let's delay it by like a week.
I bet it's like
They're big issues.
publishing issues. And
Yeah,
licenses and stuff like that. I mean, 3 weeks is not going to do nothing for textures and stuff like that.
No,
Obviously,
but
like
I don't know if
licenses.
it would be. I don't know about licenses. I guess, yeah, publishing issues possibly, but they've also pushed this latest release back, April the 14th. Someone posted on the Grand Theft Auto 5 subreddit about it, and we talked about it a little bit before. Is that the April 14th, near on to the T, lines up with the start of Rockstar's fiscal year. So their thing starts, it was like early April, I want to say around the 13th or so, April the 13th. And which mean that then they get to split their revenue over the 2 quarters of Q4 and Q1, which would, in theory, bring them a tax rebate, because they're technically earning less revenue per quarter. So some people are saying, like, they've got their tinfoil hats on, they're saying, oh my god, they're releasing it on this day so that they can save more money and get mad rich. When I'm not completely sure. It's always something to look into. I'm sure that when they look to delay it, they said, well, we could release it on, let's say, the 8th or the 12th, or we could release it on the 14th, which would save us some money, and in that case, 2 days really isn't too much of a big thing. But aside from what their inside dealings could be, it seems like they must be struggling with something at this point. Like, they must be having issues coming up when it's been like the 3 delays. They must be finding things that they didn't foresee. Because I understand 1 delay, that's acceptable. But 3? Like, really?
3 is fine. I really don't think it's that much of a deal.
Yeah, it's not that big a
5
deal.
is like 5 is crazy, but 3, it's fine.
Yeah, but 3 delays.
I think Miyamoto sums it quite well. It's a delayed game is eventually good. A rush game is forever bad. I'd rather, like Sam says, take a bit more time, and it has to be a sizable issue if they're willing to delay it 3 times. Although I do see the argument that they could be trying to get a tax rebate, but again, I don't really think that's true.
Yeah,
Could
I
be.
don't know. That's just
It
not a
could be,
tinfoil
but
hat.
who cares, man?
It doesn't
Yeah.
really affect us.
No,
there's
no.
a lot of like white knights who are
And
like,
it doesn't
"Oh
affect
my
the gameplay
God,
either, so-
Rockstar, you're just a money
So
whore.
sure.
You only want me for my money."
Social
thing
justice
is-
warriors.
Yeah,
Like
the social
every
justice
game-
warriors.
The worst kind of people.
Like every company, of course, they want people for their money.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously.
Like they don't come here saying we don't want money. It's gonna be GTA is gonna be a free to play. We just want you to have a good time. Ha. No, of course
Like,
they're a
have
company. They're a
all the shark
multi-million
cards you
dollar
want.
company.
Here's a
Yeah,
shark
yeah.
card generator. Take as much as you want. Oh, you want
Yeah,
a Bezra?
it's,
Have it on me.
Yeah,
Only the world.
people do forget that Rockstar's actually a company, and they can't just do whatever you want. Say like, "Oh, Rockstar, it's not that hard to add a police DLC." I love it when the guys, especially on like the subreddit, say it's not that hard to do this. Oh, really? It's not that hard, because I'm sure you would be the one who's had extensive programming knowledge in all of these things. You can't just write, just put like horse DLC equals true. Oh shit! Look, there's 10 new horses in the game and a load of new missions with it, because everybody wanted horses for a long while.
Why?
When
That's
the
so fucking dumb.
I don't know. It's because there was some horse sound files in the code, presumably something to do with cut files for the casino, the horse racing track. But there was no models or anything, and they matched up near on perfectly with the Red Dead horse files as well, which of course we'll understand there. But yeah, everybody was just wanted horses for that. But in terms of the delay thing, just to kind of wrap up on that, so the original game was supposed to be in spring 2013, wasn't it? All of the posters were like spring 2013. And then it was pushed back to September. That was like, yeah, whatever. I didn't see much uproar about that because it wasn't that long. And honestly, for the original release of it, people were so hyped for that. It was going to be amazing. But then online came out 2 weeks later, as we were only told just before release. Again, whatever, it gives us time to play the campaign. It was a ridiculously open game that people weren't really too annoyed about that. And then Heists, they said, would be coming soon after. Soon after kind of rolled around, 2014 rolled around, and people were starting to get a little bit impatient. But whatever. By like February, March time, people started to ask like questions like, what's going on? Like, it's been 4 months. This isn't soon after. So then they set them for the end of spring 2014. They failed on that. Then they set single player DLC. Do you guys remember this? When they put their major spring update. I remember I was on a game with Sam and Breezy. They posted their major spring update on the newswire, and they were like, "So we're gonna have Heists by the end of this summer. We're going to have single player DLC by the end of this year." And then they said that we're going to have this, this, and that, and it's going to be amazing. So they managed to fail, but not only with the Heist, but also with a single-player DLC. They then set PC, of course, for November the 18th and failed that. And then January, and then March, and now April. And we can only hope that it actually comes out in April the 14th, I think it is. Because so far they've got a pretty bad track record. I don't think anything they've announced has been out on time, like at all, to do with GTA 5.
That's pretty stupid.
That's just bad.
Fucking bad. But
Yeah.
at least it eventually comes out, opposed to it never coming out. It just gets shelved, and they work on the next project and just do it. Because I'd suppose that the Heist updates coming around the corner is a positive sign, showing that there is still work done on GTA 5 and they haven't given up on it. Because I think it was an IGN article that said like Rockstar is now in development of GTA 6.
Yeah.
Or a new project.
Really? I didn't see that. I saw that Rockstar said that they had ideas about GTA 6.
Oh.
They said that they had
they're
ideas, but I
developing
mean, by this point, they've got to have started work on GTA 6. Like,
Or
these things,
just
a
a new
game like this
project
takes
entirely.
years and years and years. Yeah, I don't suppose they're dedicating all of their workforce to it, but there's definitely going to be people already in the process.
Yeah, a lot of people are calling for like Red Dead Redemption to come on next year. Or a new Red Dead game entirely.
Please.
That would be good.
That would be fucking amazing.
Next gen horse DLC.
Next
Call it
gen
right
horse
now.
DLC confirmed.
Horses with nail polish.
Nail polish.
Please.
Has to be with the nail polish.
Then
Bum.
Nail
Gundam
Polish
horses.
DLC. Oh, so
Pet
there's
DLC.
kind of some history on the Rockstar delayed stuff, and that's mostly all of our topics. We've been going for the best part of half an hour now, so this is gonna take absolutely forever to upload. So, if you guys have any comments on like anything about GTA and stuff, and again, if you have any topics for next week's podcast, of course, drop those in the comments. A more specific question: do you expect Heists or PC to get delayed once again? I think for PC, that's just a bit ridiculous at this point. This is the first time that Heists have had a lockdown, like specific date, other than a season. So I don't see these getting delayed, and now that they've actually settled, they've said, no, looks like we can be a bit more specific, and they said they're scheduled for for March the 10th. I'm confident, but at the same time, you know, it's Rockstar. They just like to throw us curveballs, and
Can't play with my emotions anymore. This isn't funny anymore. Like,
yeah.
I'm this close. I'm this close at
Are
breaking
you in
point.
tears right now, Nathan?
Yeah, the Kleenex box is deployed. Phil Collins is on the radio.
Yeah,
I'm
me too.
sad.
I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep now.
Like this, Fury.
Naked.
So of course, leave all your comments down in the comments section below on anything about, do you think that GTA 5 for the PC or the Heist DLC is going to get delayed once again? And of course, leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy in any way, shape or form. Subscribe for more videos just like this coming very, very soon. That was a bit of a stutter there. I'll actually have a video up yesterday. If you guys want to see all of the leaked, sorry, not leaked, the brand new PC screenshots in 4K that Rockstar actually released. And that is pretty much it. The next episode of the LSPoDcast should be coming next week.
4,000 screenshots?
They did in fact release 4,000 screenshots, yes.
Yeah, 4K
Wow,
screenshot confirmed.
It's a very, very impressive. They work hard, those Rockstar guys. And of course, follow me on Twitter. There's going to be a link to mine and to both of these guys' Twitter down in the description down below, so you can go and follow us there.
Please don't follow me.
Okay, don't follow Sam.
A lot of my screenshots are food, Chinese stuff, and I think at one point there was loads of beer.
Well,
I
if
think
you're
that
into
last week-
Asian culture, follow Mr. Rice President on Twitter. There's a link in the description. Don't follow Sam because nobody likes Sam. And you can follow me if you'd like to see a load of GTA content. I'm not going to say behind the scenes stuff because Nathan always berates me for it, but there's always loads of GTA content on there, pictures, just random things, and little info bits you guys may not always see on this channel if they don't really warrant their entire video. And that is pretty much it. Have you guys got any final words to say?
I like you, Flair.
Blair's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
As last guy speaking, I just want to say, if you could check out this other podcast I used to do, the guys there are really cool. I'm sure Flair can
Oh,
link in the
you
description.
whore. So
Yeah.
advertising whore.
No. Like they asked me, I forgot to ask Flair. I'm just gonna add it now. If you could check out the One Shot Podcast.
You bitch. So basically, I now understand why you became friends with us, because you want to advertise yourself.
You just
That's
want me
channel.
for my subscribers.
Well, to be fair, I did leave their podcast to join this podcast. So
Ooh.
yeah. So if you could all check out the One Shot Podcast.
Wait, why are you
that's-
promoting a podcast that you left?
As a favour, I mean, I'm still on good terms with them. They're cool guys. The podcast is pretty good.
Will they actually
Check out.
listen to our podcast though?
Yeah, I link the podcast to them.
They
was
actually
pretty
So,
listen to
there may be a link in the description, or there may not be a link in the description. It's going to depend on my
For the
mood.
link, come on.
And if Nathan has been removed from my friends list also. So that is pretty much it. Thank you guys all very much for watching this episode of the LSPoDcast. We'll be back next week in the third installment, and that is pretty much it. Thank you guys all very much for watching. My name has been Flair, signing out.
Signing out.
Click.